And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College. Big matchup in the USA South Conference as the Tornadoes host the Lions of Piedmont. Brevard with an 11-2 overall record, 5-1 in the USA South Conference. Piedmont 9-5 overall, 5-1 in conference play. The two teams currently tied for third place, a half game behind Southern Virginia. Winner of this game will be tied with Southern Virginia in second place in the conference standings, while the loser will drop down to fourth place. So big game as these teams continue to jockey for position as we head towards the USA South Conference tournament. Brevard will be playing in that conference tournament, and exciting times around the Brevard College Tornado women's lacrosse program. 7-game winning streak currently for the Tornadoes. A school record 11 wins with that 11-2 overall record. They've shattered school records for most goals in a season, most assists in a season, most points in a season, most single game goals in a season. That was against William Peace. And the Tornadoes have been absolutely rolling in women's lacrosse, but a tough opponent this afternoon in Piedmont, and these two teams sitting with identical USA South Conference records, each at 5-1. Well, let's tell you the starting lineups. First, we'll take a look at the visitors from Piedmont. Clara Welch, Captain Maggie Spratlin, Kaylee Moreland, Ava Trankina, Jaden Ramatowski, Michaela Smith, Marin Bumpus, Lauren Knowles, Abby Newbern, Lindley Ward, Kellyanne Schlosser, and Allie Reese. Those are your starters for Piedmont. Head coaches Kirsten McKay. She's in her fourth season. She's assisted by Brooke Thacker. Tornadoes starting lineup is as follows. Elise Moore with the start. Also Grace Blanton. Parker Moore, leading scorer of the Tornadoes. Emily Denega. Zan Hill. Lex McLaughlin. She'll start in goal. Cassidy Hutto. Paige Knibular. Autumn Kramer. Savannah Colliver. Josh Mitchell. Nicole Volk. Those are your starters for the Brevard College Tornadoes. And head coach of the Tornadoes is Kristen Rosado. She's in her 8th season. She's assisted by Roya Tomasabi in her 2nd season. Student intern assistant coach is Toby Naylor. And that'll set you up for what should be a fantastic showdown between these two teams as they continue to jockey for position in the USA South women's lacrosse standings as we get closer and closer to postseason play. Stick around. We'll have the start of Lions and Tornadoes coming up shortly. So there you have it. We are ready to get going. Lions and Tornadoes. Once again, starting lineup for the Tornadoes: Elise Moore, Grace Blanton, Parker Moore, Emily Denega, Zan Hill. Lex McLaughlin is the goalkeeper. Cassidy Hutto, Paige Knibler, Autumn Kramer, Savannah Colliver, Josh Mitchell, and Nicole Volk. Piedmont starters: Clara Welch, Maggie Spratlin, Kaylee Moreland, Ava Trankina, Jaden Ramatowski, Michaela Smith, Marin Bumpus, Lauren Knowles, Abby Newbern, Lindley Ward, Kelly Ann Slosser, and Allie Reese. Tornadoes under the direction of Kristen Rosado. Assistant coaches Roya Tomasabi. Student intern assistant coach Toby Naylor. Athletic trainer Andrew Westrick for the Tornadoes. And Piedmont under the direction of Kirsten McKay. Brooke Thacker, the assistant coach. Well, glad you're aboard wherever you might be tuning in from. This is a big matchup as these two USA South Conference teams are fighting for position in those USA South Conference standings. Tornadoes and Lions each with a 5-1 record and just a half game behind Southern Virginia. Meanwhile, Tornadoes in draw control position. Parker Moore, Emily Denega in the circle as well. As Moore pops that up, and Lindley Ward of the Lions able to take control of it. Got started a little earlier than the advertised start time, 4:56 p.m. Eastern Time, as the Lions now starting to move the ball around very quickly, getting into their offense. Welch. Nifty shot there by Trankina. That was high degree of difficulty, a backhanded behind the back flick of the wrist, but saved by McLaughlin. And here come the Tornadoes the other way. Nicely done there as Colliver up ahead to Moore. Moore. Here's Denega. Parker Moore. Knibler. 13:50 to play here, just underway, period number one. Knibler. Here's Moore. And Moore's knocked to the ground, and that's going to be an early free position shot for the Tornadoes. Parker Moore will do the duties. So an early opportunity here for Parker Moore. Schlosser is the goalkeeper for the Lions. And the whistle and the goal. Parker Moore, ladies and gentlemen, an early 1-0 lead for the Tornadoes. So the Tornadoes able to get the early advantage. Parker Moore, excellent work there with the free position shot. One earning the opportunity for the free position shot and then delivering. Parker Moore, leading scorer for the Tornadoes. We'll tell you more about her throughout the broadcast, but great start for Brevard to get ahead 1-0 after an early possession by the Lions, a stop by the Tornado defense. So 1 minute and 18 seconds into this one, the Tornadoes take a 1-0 lead. And meanwhile, second draw control of the contest. Piedmont won the first one. And a loose ball here, picked up by Emily Denega. Nice job there. So 1-1 in draw controls between these two squads. Up ahead to Moore. Moore across midfield. Knocked out of Moore's stick there momentarily by the Lions. Now here come the Lions with a takeaway. Here's Bumpus, Marin Bumpus. Trankina. Welch. Clara Welch once again gets past her, then scooped up by her teammate, Trankina. Tornadoes in their home white jerseys with the blue trim. And Piedmont in the green with the white numerals. Josh Mitchell on the case defensively for the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, an opportunity there. Nice job defensively by the Nados. Looked like Paige Kneibler getting her stick in there to knock that away. So another good stop by the NATO defense. And here's Kneibler. Kneibler, she can cover a lot of ground quickly from that midfield position. She plays it up ahead to Colliver. Colliver with some room to operate here. She's going to continue to press forward. Now she plays it back to Zan Hill, the freshman, out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Kneibler. Moore. Here's Autumn Kramer, one of her first touches of the contest. Kramer played it back to Moore. That's going to be a foul on the Lions, and Moore plays it quickly to Kneibler. 11:45 to play, period number one. Emily Denega, nice cutting move there by Moore, and then Moore fired away back of the net, and it counts. So count the goal for Parker Moore, her second. What a pass there, by the way, by Emily Denega. Holy smokes, oh my goodness. Denega found a cutting Parker Moore. Just a brilliant pass there. And then Moore delivers, and just like that, a 2-0 lead for the NATOs. So 11:39 to play. Couldn't ask for a better start for the Tornadoes. Have had some stops defensively. And there is another draw control win. Is coming up with that is Zan Hill. You can feel the momentum of the Tornadoes after these two early goals. You can see the energy in their play, and just an outstanding start, but a long way to go. We're just early here in the first period. Here's Kneibler. 2 goals already from Parker Moore. First one on a free position shot. The second on an assist by Denega. On the move there, Parker Moore once again making things difficult. Here's Kneibler. So we'll reset the situation here. Looks like another free position shot for the Tornadoes. It'll be Autumn Kramer with the opportunity this time. Kramer plays it to her teammate Denega. Denega was trying to find Moore. Moore was absolutely crushed by 2 Piedmont defenders. No whistle, but then there's a whistle on a Kneibler attack, and now a free position shot for Kneibler. Kneibler versus Schlosser. And looks like another foul. We'll see what the situation is here. It's also going to be against the Lions. So Kneibler will have another opportunity here. Very similar to her last free position shot. Shot there, saved by Schlosser. And now here come the Lions. Counterattack opportunity for them. Rachel Werner. Check that. Lindley Ward up ahead. Here's Trankina. Bumpus. Lions moving quickly. Ground ball there picked up by Welch. Smith. Reese. Spratlin, one of the captains for the Lions. Taken away there. Another stop by the Tornadoes, nicely done. Denego, really well done there, and she plays it forward to Kneibler, and Kneibler can flip a field like none other, and suddenly we're back the other way. Tornadoes moving from left to right on your device and looking for goal number 3, already ahead 2-0. 9:28 to play here, period number 1. Here's Autumn Kramer. Some tight defense there on Kramer. Lauren Knowles on the case for the Lions. And a point-blank opportunity there for the Tornadoes. That was Parker Moore once again. Is she wrecking havoc, playing a very aggressive game so far. Really creating these opportunities, putting a lot of pressure on the Piedmont defense. And long ball there from Schlosser up ahead, all the way across midfield. Hutto battling for it there. Cassidy Hutto, key part of that defense for the Tornadoes, sophomore out of Lexington, South Carolina. 2 goals so far, both by Parker Moore. Moore now with 64 goals on the season. And in her Tornado career, that was goals number 109 and 110. Big numbers for Parker Moore. So back at it here. Here's Piedmont. Spratlin. Picked up there by Welch. Here's Bumpus. Colliver defending. Bumpus trying to find an opening. Nice job by the Tornadoes defense, kind of converging on things there. Then picked up by McLaughlin. Nicely done. The Tornadoes, multiple stops defensively. Piedmont is able to get the ball close to the goal mouth, but the Tornadoes once again coming up with a stop. Kneibler, whistle. So we'll have a quick reset here. And it's a timeout on the field at the 7-11 mark here in the first period. Your score, Tornadoes 2, Lions 0.
Savannah Colliver, Greenville, South Carolina, go Nados.
Meredith Brown, Columbia, South Carolina.
Cassidy Hutto, Lexington, South Carolina.
Emily Denega, Buford, Georgia.
Autumn Kramer, Storystown, Pennsylvania.
Josh Mitchell, Zebulon, North Carolina.
Grace Vaught, Columbia, South Carolina, go Tornadoes.
Parker Moore, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Zan Hill, Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Emma Demkiewicz, Ocala, Florida.
Grace Blanton, Birmingham, Alabama.
Nicole Volt, Carthage, North Carolina.
Paige Kneibler, Evansville, Indiana.
Go Nados.
Ashton Cashwell, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Lex McLaughlin, Henry County, Georgia.
Nano Nation, let's ride.
Back here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Great start for the Tornadoes, ahead 2-0. A goal by Parker Moore on a free position shot. just 1 minute and 18 seconds into that one. And then Moore scored again on a beautiful assist by Emily Denega. And Tornado's defense has been sensational as well. Here's Volk. Nicole Volk, by the way, a guest on this week's Tornado Talk, along with Ashton Cashwell. Here's Kneibuller. Tight defense there by Moreland. Battle between the two midfielders. Kneibuller tried to find an opening herself, missing that shot near post. And we look like we might have our first card of the game. And in fact, it looks like Kneibuller is being sent off. So Tornadoes will have to play a player down. And we'll see if we can get the specifics here. But in fact, a yellow card on Paige Kneibuller, who steps off, and she's in that penalty box. Shot here, saved by McLaughlin. Big time save there by McLaughlin. So getting some information as far as the Kneibuller violation on that shot attempt. A dangerous follow-through. 2-minute penalty with a release at 4:37, we believe, on the clock. So this is a big opportunity for the Lions to cut into the Tornado lead. Shot here, and there's the goal from the Lions. So just like that, 2-1. It was number 10, Michaela Smith, with the finish. So Smith off an assist by Allie Reese. That'll extinguish the penalty for Kneibuller as she heads back on. So both teams will be even, but the Lions able to take advantage of that player-up opportunity. And what was just moments ago a 2-0 lead for the Tornadoes has been cut in half. And we'll go back to work here with the draw control. Parker Moore, while on the circle for the Tornadoes, Zan Hill and Emily Denega. Those three are known as the Draw Dogs. That's right. There's even T-shirts commemorating the Draw Dogs. And picked up there by Trankina. Trankina up ahead. So that time, the Lions able to win the draw. It's tough to outdraw the Draw Dogs, and the Lions just did it. Meanwhile, here's Piedmont. Round the horn they go. Trailing 2-1, coming off that goal just less than a minute ago by Smith. Here's Smith. Smith up ahead. Picked up momentarily by Benega. Another ground ball opportunity. This seems like almost like a 50-50 ball. Anybody's chance at it. There's a foul, meanwhile, as a Lions player was sent to the turf. And it's going to be a free position shot for the Lions. Smith. Smith versus Lex McLaughlin, goalkeeper for the Tornadoes. She plays it to her teammate. Interesting play there, kind of a give-and-go effect. Spratlin and Smith, quite a combo right there. And Tornadoes, though, able to get the stop. Hey, nice crowd here at Islamel Family Field to cheer on the Tornadoes, who are having such a sensational season. 7-game win streak currently, have shattered every team record imaginable this season. Cassidy Hutto on the case defensively. Here's Mitchell defensively. Meanwhile, Clara Welch with a move and the finish. Number 1, Clara Welch. And there's the equalizer right there as the Lions have tied this game up. As Clara Welch, the freshman from Canton, Georgia, Woodstock High School, and back-to-back goals. So Tornadoes went out to a 2-0 lead, and Piedmont has come back and tied this game up 2-2. And the finish there by Welch. Piedmont's actually outshot the Tornadoes now 5-4. All 5 of Piedmont's shots have been on goal. McLaughlin does have 3 saves. And draw controls even up 2 apiece. We'll see who takes the draw this time around. And once again, Lions back-to-back draw control wins, and here they come on the attack. Lindley Ward. Reese. Spratlin. Mitchell, great job defensively. Josh Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen. The senior from Zebulon, North Carolina. Big-time stop there. By the way, senior day this Saturday. Hope you're able to join us for that. Both men's and women's lacrosse. Doubleheader. Men's lacrosse game starts at noon. Immediately following the men's game, we'll have the women's lacrosse senior day ceremony. Then the women's game starts at 3 p.m. Meanwhile, just over 3 minutes to play here, period number 1. Savannah Colliver, nice work there with a pickup. But then it's taken away, at least momentarily, but it's going to be Tornado ball. Colliver plays it back to McLaughlin. Misfired there, but able to scoop it up before it goes out of bounds. Elise Moore. Elise able to find McLaughlin. McLaughlin up ahead. Here's Hill. Hill up ahead. Here's Moore. Moore across midfield. Moore on the move. Moore. Couple steps to her left. Now back to her right using Kneibler. Hill. Moore. Just over 2 minutes to play, period number 1. It's been a competitive one. What else would you expect these two teams? Here's Denega. Moore once again. Moore. Couple steps to her left. Bit of a screen there from Kneibler. Now back to Kneibler. 22 on the shot clock. Now under 20 on the shot clock. Kneibler. Kneibler spinning to her left. Now back to her right. 12 on the shot clock. Some tight defense there. Lauren Knowles of the Lions. We're down to 7 on the shot clock. Tornadoes are running out of time. 3 on the shot clock. No whistle there. There was some contact. And a shot clock violation. It looked like Moore may have drawn a foul there, but no whistle. And the Lions able to stop the Tornadoes. Nicely done defensively throughout that possession by the Lions. Starting to feel the intensity start to pick up a little bit. It is a warm day, and things getting hot down on the playing field as well. Meanwhile, here come the Lions. Some quick work there, counterattack. As Spratlin fired that off, the sophomore from Peachtree City, Georgia. Under 40 seconds to play, period number 1. Picked up there by Welch. Welch. Little handoff. Shot there. And the finish by Marin Bumpus, number 14, the sophomore out of Keller, Texas, Carroll High School, with just 28 seconds to play in the first period. And Bumpus make it 3 consecutive goals by Piedmont. Smith, Welch, and Bumpus. So Piedmont, the momentum has shifted to the visitors from Demorest, Georgia. And meanwhile, draw control opportunity here. There still is enough time on the clock for one of these teams to make something happen before the end of the first period. But they'll have to hustle, of course. Meanwhile, Piedmont on the move here. They're doing exactly that. Here's Ward. Whistle. And this is going to be a free position shot opportunity. So opportunity here. Looks like number 10, Michaela Smith. McLaughlin in the goal for the NATOs. And a great save by McLaughlin. Lex McLaughlin. Big time save there. Under 10 seconds to play. And Tornadoes will let time run out here in the first period. But great save there by McLaughlin to keep the Lions in check. And your score at the end of the first period, Lions 3, Tornadoes 2. All right, back here at Isla Family Field, start of period number 2. Lions 3, Tornadoes 2. Tornadoes ran out to a 2-0 advantage. Goals by Parker Moore. Both the goals for the Tornadoes by Moore. Second assisted by Denega. And then back-to-back-to-back goals, Smith, Welch, and Bumpus for the Lions. And Tornadoes draw dogs able to win that one as Hill won the draw, but then a turnover. So Piedmont with the possession here, but now a whistle. It's going to go back to the Tornadoes. And Tornadoes looking to make them pay here. Some quick work there. And multiple whistles. Referees trying to get this all sorted out. And see that on the soccer field sometimes. You know, the player tries to play it very quickly, catch the opponent off guard. And, in fact, it's Piedmont ball. So, after all that, Lions ball with 14:42 to play here in the second period. Knowles. Trankina. Moreland. Moreland up ahead. And there's a goal by Maggie Spratlin. The Lions. That was a quick attack there by the Lions from one end to the other. And Spratlin with the finish. Spratlin, you can see she's a factor on almost every attack for the Lions offense, and that time able to deliver with the goal. Credit the assist to Kaylee Moreland. And just like that, a 4-2 lead. 4 consecutive goals after the Tornadoes led 2-0. Tornadoes looking for a response here. $14:27 to play. Period number 2. Picked up there by Denega. Stepping toward the left. Nicely done there by Kneibler. Pull down that pass, and here she comes. Full head of steam. Kneibler. Moore. Hill. Denega. Parker Moore once again. Parker Moore finding Zan Hill. .45 on the shot clock. Kneibler. Looking for her best option. She's able to find a cutting Moore. Moore is just absolutely shoved. And that'll be a free position shot for Moore. Hard foul there. And opportunity here for Parker Moore. And it's saved by Schlosser. Schlosser, the junior goalkeeper out of Cooper City, Florida. Cooper City High School down in the South Florida area, Brevard County. Meanwhile, 13:09 to play here, period number 2. Up ahead, here's Smith. Spratlin, who scored the last goal for the Lions. Cholo. Spratlin again. Trankina. Cholo picks it up. 43 to play on the shot clock. And a whistle there. And this will be a free position shot for the Lions. Well, currently 77 degrees. Feels even hotter than that on the Isla Family Field turf. And considerable wind. Currently, the direction these two teams are going, the Lions going into the wind, Tornadoes with the wind at their back. Just over 12 minutes to play, period number 2. Tornadoes trailing 2-4. They led this game 2-0. And 4 straight goals by the Lions. Tornadoes looking to snap that scoring run. By the way, congratulations, Emily Denega and Zan Hill, both winning USA South Conference Player of the Week honors this week. Denega, Offensive Player of the Week. Zan Hill, a Rookie of the Week honor. Tornadoes have been racking up the honors this year in women's lacrosse. Here comes Lions once again. 11-11 to play here, period number 2. Smith, Tranquina, Cholo, Spratlin. Shots fired off there. Great save by McLaughlin. Tranquina let it rip. McLaughlin with the save. 10:40 to play, period number 2. Cassidy Hutto back to McLaughlin. Here's Blanton. Blanton trying to turn the corner there. Some tough defense there by the Lions' Spratlin. So, quick takeaway there for Piedmont. They could remain in the attacking zone here. Just over 10 minutes to play here. Half number 1, period number 2. Here's Cholo. Tranquina. Shot there. McLaughlin able to create a lot of space there in front of that goal. 9:40 to play. Shot there and able to find the back of the net. Michaela Smith. And that's 5 straight goals for the Lions. Michaela Smith, number 10. Her second goal of the day. She had the first goal for the Tornadoes, if you remember that, in a player-up opportunity. Credit the assist to Allie Reese. That's her second assist. And just like that, the Tornadoes able to take a 2-0 lead, but now the Lions with 6 consecutive goals to work their way into the lead here, 5-2. A 13-5 shot advantage. It's been all Lions as of late. The one area the Tornadoes continue to play very closely, the draw controls, and the draw dogs get it done once again. Emily Denega. Denega. Tornadoes trying to set up their offense here under the direction of assistant coach and offensive coordinator Roya Tomasabi. See what they can draw up here. Here's Knibler. Knibler was looking for Zan Hill. And meanwhile, taken down nicely there by Denega. Great job. Keep this opportunity alive for the Nados. Parker Moore. Zan Hill. Back to Moore. Here's Knibler. Knibler hands it off to Moore. Moore is shoved to the ground once again. So another shot here for Moore potentially. Moore plays it back to Knibler. 25 on the shot clock for the Tornadoes. Knibler. Denega, what a move. And then knocked to the ground. Denega. It's sort of like what you see with a crossover dribble in basketball. Just absolutely fooling the defenders. And a yellow card there as Knowles knocked down Denega, and Denega with the free position shot opportunity. What a move by Denega. We'll see if we can get some specifics on the penalty, but it's a yellow card on Knowles and a Denega free position shot. And indeed, a goal by Emily Denega, ladies and gentlemen. Emily Denega. Oh, the Tornadoes needed that. After 5 consecutive goals by the Lions, Emily Denega able to finish it off on the free position shot. And Emily Denega, did she ever earn that one? What a move. She gets fouled hard and then gets the free position shot opportunity. Such an exciting part of this squad, the sophomore midfielder out of Buford, Georgia, Mountain View High School. Emily Denega now with her 42nd goal of the season. And that's her 86th goal in her 2-year career, the sophomore Emily Denega. And meanwhile, Tornado's able to win the possession again, so perhaps some momentum now on the Tornado side of things. Denega. $7:30 to play. Denega is trying to find Moore. Blayton fighting for it. Now Moore comes up with it. And that's going to be a foul on the Tornadoes. A lot of energy down there in the 2 bench areas. I think everyone realizes how big this game is between these 2 sides. Meanwhile, here comes Piedmont. Counterattack the other way. And a whistle. And a free position shot for Michaela Smith. We've called her name a bunch in this one. And another opportunity here for Smith. Lex McLaughlin in goal. Smith plays it back. Now here's Bumpus. Bumpus defended by Elise Moore. Another one of those nifty behind-the-back attempts by Trankina. Unable to deliver, but Piedmont continuing with possession. There's Hutto defensively for the Tornadoes. A lot of whistles so far and a lot of, as a result, free position shots for both these teams. And shot here from Trankina. She's taken 3 shots, has yet to find the back of the net. Make it 4 shots for Trankina. Possession remains with the Lions, but then the finish there. That was a nifty pass, and then the finish by Maggie Spratlin. That's the 2nd goal of the day for Spratlin. Number 2, Maggie Spratlin with the finish. Allie Reese, the leading distributor on this field so far today. She now has 3 assists, including that last one to Spratlin. And the Lions answer back to bring the score back to a 3-goal margin. And we'll see what the Draw Dogs have in store for us once again. Tornadoes have won 6 of the 10 draws so far today. We'll see what happens here. Draw number 11. This one will go to Piedmont as Welch picks it up. Clara Welch, the freshman midfielder out of Canton, Georgia. Fight here for a loose ball. Sierra Judson for Piedmont. Paige Kneibler was in the middle of all that for the Tornadoes. 5:44 to play here, period number 2, 6-3 Lions. Tranquina. Lions working it around the perimeter. Now 5:30 to play. Spratlin was trying to make something happen there. Kneibler, what a play here. And Kneibler continues to play forward. Grace Vault has checked into the ball game. Meanwhile, here comes Kneibler. Kneibler up ahead. What a play on this end, on the defensive end for Kneibler, and then playing it forward. What a key part of the Tornado success, the freshman midfielder from Evansville, Indiana. Here's Hill. Under 5 minutes to play now. Period number 2. Hill. Hill is shoved. And another foul on Piedmont. Denega trying to get things started here for the Tornadoes. Under 4 minutes to play. Kneibler. Kneibler. Nice pass there to Moore. Moore fires off a shot, but it's saved by Schlosser. 3:38 to play here, period number 2. It's been a fun one thus far. Piedmont currently leading 6-3. Here's Bridget Bilderback. Bilderback up ahead to Moreland. Smith. Kneibler again. Very active. Reese. And we'll get an official ruling here. And indeed a goal for Piedmont. Make it 7-3. It was number 5, Ava Tranquina. So now the largest lead of the contest, 7-3. Ashton Cashwell checking in for the Tornadoes. Senior out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Also was a guest this week on Tornado Talk, in case you want to go back in the archives and check that out. 2:48 to play, period number 2, as Cashwell checks in, Colliver checks out. Piedmont with a 3-2 lead after 1, and now has outscored the Tornadoes 4-1 here in the second period. It all adds up to a 7-3 advantage as a draw control win there for Piedmont. And Welch with the wind at her sail. Here comes Piedmont, firing off a shot there, saved by McLaughlin. That was Bumpus with the shot attempt. 2:30 to play here, period number 2. Hill covering a lot of territory. Hill double teamed. Now she steps back, finds Denega. Denega had a couple of options to her left. Kniebeler has checked out for a breather. Colliver checks back in. Here's Moore. Denega. Hill was looking for a cutting Moore. Now Grace Vaught fighting for it momentarily. It's going to be Piedmont ball the other way. Nice job defensively. Ashton Cashwell, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the NATO faithful explode with that defensive effort by the senior. And just like that, Tornadoes regain possession. Big-time play there from Cashwell. Cashwell coming off a major injury, a big surgery that she had to rehab from, and has recently come back on the playing field. Really gratifying stuff to see the senior back playing the sport she loves. Just under a minute to play here, period number 2, as we're counting down towards halftime here at Lamel Family Field. Lions with a 7-3 lead. Tornadoes would love to cut into that lead before the end of the half. Perhaps take some momentum into the locker room. Meanwhile, here's Moore. 40 seconds. Shot clock is off. Now under 30 seconds to play. Here's Parker Moore. Parker Moore with a head of steam. Moore finding Denega, the foul. And it should be a free position shot for Emily Denega. And Denega with a goal and an assist so far. Also has a ground ball and a caused turnover to her credit. Shot there by Denega in the finish. Emily Denega, ladies and gentlemen. And Denega with her second goal this period. And that is exactly what the Tornadoes needed in this final minute of play here in the second period. Emily Denega with the finish, as a couple substitutes for the NATOs as Nicole Volk checks back in. Kniebeler checking back in. Josh Mitchell taking a breather. Also Grace Blanton stepping off. But that was a big goal for the Tornadoes heading into intermission, able to get that fourth goal, cut the deficit to 3, and you do have to get the stop here because Piedmont has other ideas, which is a quick goal in these final, what's now just 11 seconds left. Shot there, and they're able to do exactly that. Oh my, what an answer from Piedmont. Marin Bumpus, the sophomore from Texas. Number 14, Marin Bumpus. So, stick is checked for all regulations, and indeed the goal is confirmed. And the Lions, what a quick answer, folks. The two goals just 13 seconds apart from each other. As with just 8.3 seconds left, Bumpus off an assist from Clara Welch. Able to get the finish there. Lions back up 8-4. Now whoever wins this draw control is going to have to work very quickly. Just 8 seconds left. And it's going to be a ground ball situation. That'll pretty much kill the clock. As final seconds tick away, and that'll be the halftime whistle with the Lions ahead by the score of 8-4 here at Ives Lamel Family Field. For the Tornadoes, Parker Moore and Emily Denega, each with 2 goals. Denega also has an assist. And for Piedmont, Spratlin with 2, Smith with 2, Bumpus with 2, Clara Welch and Trankina each with a goal as well. Allie Reese, the leader amongst all players in the assist department, with 4 of those. Your score at halftime, Lions 8, Tornadoes 4.
It's important to study English because language
history.
Back here at Ives Lamel Family Field, 8-4 Lions on top after one half of play. Piedmont a 19-8 shot advantage. Draw controls a 8-6 advantage, 8-7 in ground balls. Piedmont committed 14 fouls, 11 fouls for Brevard. Piedmont's leading scorer en route to their 8 goals. Scoring by committee, Spratlin, Smith, and Bumpus each with 2 goals. Welch and Tranquina each with 1 goal. Allie Reese with 4 assists. Meanwhile, Tornadoes able to get 4 goals on the board themselves, 2 from Parker Moore, 2 from Emily Denega. Denega also with an assist. Paige Kneibler making things happen with 2 ground balls, also 2 caused turnovers. And Tornadoes will go back to work here, have some ground to make up, down 8-4 in this critical matchup for the 2 teams currently tied for 3rd place. And we are underway here in period number 3, opening draw control of the second half. And it's going to go to the Lions. Tranquina able to win it. And Tranquina now playing it forward to Welch. Welch up ahead. Smith. Save there by McLaughlin. Big time save. That was a point blank opportunity. Piedmont likes to work quickly. They like the fast break, it appears. And McLaughlin able to stop that attack. Her 11th save already in this one. It's been an active day for Lex McLaughlin. 20 shots have been sent her direction and 11 saves. Meanwhile, here's Kneibler. Kneibler hands it off to Denega. Denega already with 2 goals. Denega. Parker Moore, leading scorer for the NATOs. Grace Blanton. Just underway here, period number 3. Moore. And a goal there. Emily Denega with the finish. And that's what the Tornadoes certainly needed. Denega has scored the last 3 goals for the Tornadoes. And the deficit cut to 3.
Tornadoes goal, number 11, Emily Denega.
So the crowd excited about that finish by the NATOs. Well, senior day on Saturday. Hope to see you there, as both men's and women's action we'll have here at Islamel Family Field. Emily Denega, credit the assist there to Zan Hill. Nicely done there to set up Emily Denega. 13:31 to play. Fight here, picked up by Hill. Hill, Denega. Denega up ahead. Here's Moore. Nice piece of offense there, sort of a triangle attack. Here's Denega. 13:13 to play, period number 3. Denega now slowing things down. The hot hand at the moment. Last 3 goals for the Tornadoes. Denega. Cutting to her right. Defended by Clara Welch. Denega. Here's Kramer. Autumn Kramer, such a big part of this offense as well. Kramer, defended by Ramatowski. Here's Kneibler. Kneibler cutting to her left. Just trying to find Moore. Moore now picks it up. 32 on the shot clock. Moore. Moore. On the move. Moore. The shot there in the finish. Parker Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Big time finish there. And back-to-back goals for the Tornadoes to start this third period. And Parker Moore with the big finish there. So Moore with the finish. And Piedmont decides to take a timeout to try to stop this surge of momentum by the Tornadoes with 12:20 to play here. Period number 3. Lions 8, Tornadoes 6. Back here at Islamel Family Field, great start to the second half for the Tornadoes. That last goal by Parker Moore. Her team best 65th goal of the season. Parker Moore, by the way, leads the USA South Conference in both goals and points. Parker Moore. What a season the senior from Raleigh, North Carolina is having. Hey, by the way, be sure to check out, there's a feature by WLOS Television on the BC women's lacrosse team that aired last night. You can find it on the WLOS website and also BC social media channels, and included interviews from Parker Moore and Autumn Kramer. So the Tornadoes, with all this success, this record-breaking season, getting some attention from the traditional media. Meanwhile, 12 minutes to play here, period number 3. Spratlin. So see what Piedmont can do coming out of the timeout. That was a quick timeout by Kirsten McKay, the head coach of the Lions. After that second goal of the period, there's several bodies on the Islamel Family Field turf, but ultimately McLaughlin comes up with it. Looks like a Lion player might be shaken up a little bit, but play resumes. Here comes Kneibuller up on the attack. Kneibuller up ahead. A lot of space to operate. Paige Kneibuller. Kneibuller taking on the defender herself, and she is fouled, absolutely blasted to the turf. And there is a yellow card indeed. That was a hard foul. And being sent off is Ramatowski for the Lions. So Kneibuller with the opportunity here. So a 2-minute penalty on the cross check by Ramatowski. Here's Kneibuller. Another whistle. And that's going to be another opportunity here for Kneibuller. 11:04 to play here, period number 3. Paige Kneibuller with an opportunity. Kneibuller. able to find Kramer momentarily. That was such a good idea as far as the play that they had drawn up, Knibler and Kramer. Now a loose ball. The net was empty for a moment for the Lions. Meanwhile, here come the Lions the other way. And some quick work here. Tornadoes need to mind their P's and Q's because here come the Piedmont Lions. Quick counterattack. Tranquina. Welch. Stolen away there by the Tornadoes. Nicely done. And here come the Tornadoes with numbers. Here's Grace Blanton. Grace Blanton, the shot and the finish. Grace Blanton, ladies and gentlemen. And the crowd here at Isla Family Field just erupting. And the Tornadoes, just like that, have cut this deficit to 8-7. Grace Blanton with the finish. So at halftime, the score was 8-4. Then 3 straight goals here in the first 5 minutes of the third period has cut the deficit to 8-7. Grace Blanton, ladies and gentlemen. What a great job there in transition. Only her 3rd goal of the season. And just her 4th goal of her career. So Blanton gets it done in a lot of different ways. Usually not a goal scorer, but getting it done there. Big time finish. Grace Blanton. And back at it. Here come the Tornadoes. You can feel the momentum for the NATOs. Here's Denega. Knibler. All sorts of momentum for the Tornadoes at the moment. Here's Knibler. Was trying to find Parker Moore. Picked up here from Piedmont. Tornadoes need to be careful once again. Piedmont loves these transition opportunities. Here's Smith. Bumpus. And a shot there in the finish, and exactly what Piedmont seems to do best, the fast break offense, and Spratlin with the finish.
Lions goal, number 2, Maggie Spratlin.
So after 3 consecutive goals, Piedmont able to answer there to give them a 2-goal buffer. But still, things feel a lot different than they did in the second period when Piedmont seemed to be taking control of things, and Tornadoes right back at it. Well, what's interesting is Piedmont is no longer in the USA South Conference for the majority of sports. However, continues to play in the USA South Conference in the sports of lacrosse. Also a member in golf. Similar situation with some of the other USA South Conference former members in football, such as Maryville. Also Huntington. And meanwhile, a whistle, and we'll get things sorted out here. Bit of a collision right there around midfield. Hopefully everybody's okay. And now being sent off is a Piedmont Lion. So Lovett Cholo is sent off, and another player up opportunity for the Tornadoes. 19 fouls for Piedmont, just 12 for Brevard. Here comes Parker Moore. Knibler. Knibler attracting a lot of attention. She was triple teamed there. And now a foul on the Tornadoes, and it's going to be a card on the Nados as Zan Hill is sent off. So that'll even things up with both teams down a player. .8:28 to play here, period number 3. Piedmont with possession. One Tornado, one Lion currently in the penalty box. Here come the Lions the other way. Here's Tranika and a whistle with 8:07 left here in the third period. Tranika will start things off for the Lions, see what direction she decides to go here. Some quick passing there by the Lions attackers. And another whistle, and this is going to be a Lions free position shot. And another flag, or check that, another card is issued. This time Parker Moore, so leading goal scorer for the Tornadoes, sent off. So now 2 players in the penalty box for the Tornadoes, 1 for the Lions. It adds up to a 1-player advantage for Piedmont, and now a opportunity here for the Lions from the free position. Smith plays it back to Welch. Lions up a player as 2 Nados are currently in the penalty box, 1 Lion. Here's Smith. Spratlin. Bumpus. Clara Welch. Here's Allie Reese. Tranika. Nice defense there. Loose ball here. Ground ball opportunity for one of these 2 teams, and it's picked up by Emily Denega. Nicely done there. Denega covering a lot of ground suddenly. Now plays it up ahead to Knibler. Knibler on the move. And a whistle. And it's going to be a free position shot for the Tornadoes. So you could tell that the referee was playing a little at advantage there, see what Knibler could do. But now Knibler will have a free position shot opportunity here, cut the lead back to 1. Knibler fires away. She threw an absolute fastball, but just off the mark. Picked up here by Autumn Kramer. So Piedmont now 2 players up at the moment, with Moore and Hill both in the penalty box. Hill, her penalty is just about done. Here she comes. So now a 1-player advantage for the Lions. Knibler is looking for Kramer, a whistle, and it's going to be Piedmont ball. Piedmont back the other way. Here they come. They love this transition, one end to the other. 6 minutes to play, period number 3. Cholo, who just came in off the penalty box. And I believe Cholo scored there. Also an injured player on the turf. It looks like Cholo. Now she's up. And a goal there. Lavette Cholo with the finish. So Cholo able to stretch the lead back to 3, a 10-7 advantage. Great to see members of the Brevard College men's soccer program in attendance. Also, we see some of the men's lacrosse team here. Representation from men's and women's tennis also. Women's basketball in the house. And the Draw Dogs get it done once again as Denega comes up with that one. So Tornadoes need to respond offensively here, now down by 3 once again. Both teams back to full strength. Here's Knibler. 5:32 to play, period number 3. Moore. Knibler. Denega. Denega steps to her left, back to the right now. Denega with an opening. And she is fouled. And another opportunity here for Denega. Piedmont has doubled up Brevard 24-12 in the shot department. Meanwhile, here's a free position shot for Denega. Denega is shoved to the ground as she was releasing that shot. And this will be a card. So a penalty there. As sent off there is Ward. An opportunity here for Denega. She already has 3 goals today. She had a free position shot just moments ago, and Ward fouled her very aggressively. And she is sent to the penalty box. Meanwhile, opportunity here. Schlosser, the goalkeeper for Piedmont. Denega. Denega with the finish. Her 4th goal of the day. She also has an assist. The 8th goal of the day for the Tornadoes. Lions 10, Tornadoes 8 with 5:03 to play here in the 3rd period. Big time finish there for Emily Denega. So Tornadoes able to respond. Looks like a goalkeeper change for Piedmont. As Rachel Werner now in the goal. So Denega able to get the finish there, her 4th goal. New goalie, Rachel Werner. She's the sophomore from Athens, Georgia. Majority of Piedmont's roster from the state of Georgia. Few exceptions, Texas, California, Florida, and Connecticut. Meanwhile, here come the Tornadoes. Trying to cut into that deficit even further. They had cut the lead to 1 earlier in this period. They've outscored Piedmont 4-2 here in the 3rd period. 4:40 to play here, period number 3. Here comes Piedmont the other way. The Piedmont Lions in the green jerseys. Here's Smith. Reese. Reese defended nicely there by the Tornadoes. That was Elise Moore, the sophomore from Pickens, South Carolina, making things happen. 4:14 to play. Carving through all sorts of Tornadoes defenders was Welch. And then a stop by McLaughlin once again. She's had a great showing in goal for the Nados. 13 saves. Here's Savannah Colliver, one of the seniors that will be honored on Saturday. Meanwhile, back the other way, Piedmont after the turnover by the Nados. Now loose ball opportunity that the Tornadoes could earn back. Fight for it. The ground ball continues to bounce around. Then a whistle. And it's going to be a foul on Kneibler, so it'll be Piedmont ball after a lot of hustle from both sides to come up with that ground ball opportunity. Meanwhile, checking in for Piedmont, Lindley Ward. Bumpus. Spratlin. Shot there by Judson off the mark. Judson, the Lion who is from Connecticut, Wethersfield, Connecticut, Wethersfield High School. 2:50 to play here, period 3. So free position shot here for Judson. She plays it to her teammate. And then a whistle. And it'll be another free position shot for the Lions against Lex McLaughlin. Shot there, McLaughlin with the save, then looking for the ball. It was right below her, but she wasn't sure where she had saved that to necessarily, but then able to pick it up. 2:35 to play. McLaughlin. McLaughlin up ahead to Colliver. Picked up here by Welch of the Lions. Shot there, saved by McLaughlin. Excellent work there. Lexi McLaughlin getting it done yet again. Her 15th save. And McLaughlin will reset things from the back here for the Tornadoes. The 15 saves for McLaughlin, a season high. Her career high is 17. Counterattack opportunity here. Nicole Volk had it momentarily, then Autumn Kramer battling for it. And a whistle and a timeout on the field. It's going to be a timeout for the Tornadoes. Head coach Kristen Rosado wants to get things set up in these final 1:11 of the third period. Your score, Lions 10, Tornadoes 8. Back here at Islamel Family Field following the timeout. Lions with a 10-8 advantage in a competitive ball game with a lot of stakes on the line. Here's Moore coming out of the timeout. Knocked away by the Lions. Ward. And then Parker Moore gets it right back. Meanwhile, here's Moore up ahead to Hill. Hill. Moore trying to find Autumn Kramer. Knibler, a shot clock violation as Tornadoes unable to get the shot off before the time expired, and 30 seconds to play here, period number 3. Tornadoes trying to create some pressure up front here against the Lions. We have a foul right along the sidelines. Clock continues to tick away, now under 10 seconds to play here, period 3. Smith. As time will tick away here at the end of the third period. As we head to the fourth, your score, Piedmont 10, Brevard 8. Back here at Islamel Family Field as we head to period number 4. Compelling ball game between these two teams fighting for position towards the top of the USA South Conference standings. Piedmont currently ahead 10-8. Piedmont's dominated in the shot department 27-13, but Tornadoes have made 8 of their 13 shots count. And Tornadoes trying to get something going here early fourth quarter. Here's Savannah Colliver. Draw controls all tied up now after the Tornadoes won that one at 11 apiece. Leading scorer for the NATOs has been Emily Denego with 4 goals. She also has 1 assist. Parker Moore with 3 goals. Grace Blanton with a goal as well. Credit and an assist to Zan Hill also on those offensive statistics for the Tornadoes. Maggie Spratlin leads the Lions with 3 goals. Smith and Bumpus each have 2. Welch, Tranquina, and Cholo each with 1 as well. $13:55 to play here, period number 4. Tornadoes able to get the stop there. And McLaughlin will set things up for the NATOs. Here's Elise Moore. Moore handed off to Cashwell momentarily, and then a foul on the Tornadoes. It'll be Piedmont ball. This has been an aggressive ball game between these two sides. Obviously, both teams very excited, hungry for a win in this one. As Tornadoes able to come up with it there. Denega up ahead. Here's Zan Hill. Hill on the move. One of the fastest players on the field. Fires that off. Saved by the goalkeeper, Werner. Werner, the second goalkeeper of the day for the Lions. .12:33 and counting. Tornadoes have inched within a goal or two multiple times, but can't seem to get over the hump here, as it's been all Piedmont since the 2-0 early advantage for the Tornadoes. Piedmont scored 5 consecutive goals to take a 5-2 lead early in this one. Tornadoes battled back, especially in that third period, a 4-2 advantage in the period. Now trailing by 2. Meanwhile, the Lions setting up their offense. Cassidy Hutto on the defensive case. Now Colliver defending. Tough defense there by Elise Moore, but she's whistled for a foul. Meanwhile, here comes Piedmont. And a finish there for the Lions. That's going to be Lindley Ward, number 22, with the finish. She's the senior from Snellville, Georgia, Brookwood High School. So Ward able to get it done. And an 11-8 lead. 11:23 to play. So another draw control opportunity here for the NATOs. 11-11 in this category so far. Parker Moore will do the honors, and Moore goes up for it herself, but then it's won by Welch. Taken away quickly by the Tornadoes. Paige Kneibler, and then Kneibler is hit in the whistle against Piedmont, so it'll be Tornado ball. Kneibler picks it right back up. Kneibler. Here's Zan Hill. Moore. Kneibler flips it back to Moore. Kneibler yet again. Kneibler taking on multiple defenders, attracting a crowd. Here's Moore circling back, cutting to her left, and then a whistle. Should be a free position shot here, you would think, for the Tornadoes, and indeed the case. From some distance, so see what Moore decides to go with here. She plays it to her teammate, Kneibler. Kneibler was trying to get it inside there to Blanton. And another whistle, another free position shot for the Tornadoes. It'll be Emily Denega, leading goal scorer for the Nados today. 4 goals, 1 assist. Denega with the finish. Emily Denega make it 11-9. So Tornadoes get it back in to 2-goal deficit. And Emily Denega now 5 goals on the day. So that brings Denega's goal total for the season to 46. It's her 90th career goal in a Tornado uniform. Denega has just put it on fire. She scored 7 goals in the last game at William Peace. 12 goals in the last 2 games. And if you date back even further, the last 4 games, she scored 22 goals. Emily Denega, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to get hot late in the season here. 9:48 to play here, period number 4. Shot there. McLaughlin with the save. Rebound back into the grips of the Lions. You can feel the intensity continuing to heat up here, and then the goal there by the Lions. Spratlin with the finish. So a quick answer there by Spratlin. Credit the assist to Ward. Now Piedmont with 2 goals here in this 4th quarter. Spratlin able to get the finish. Shot number 30 for Piedmont, doubling up the Tornadoes again in that category, 30-15. Tornadoes have been efficient with the chances they've had, scoring on 9 of the 15 attempts. Spratlin now leads the Lions with 4 goals. Denega leads all players with 5. Parker Moore has 3. 9:33 to play here. Another draw control opportunity. Piedmont's won the last 2 of them. And make it 3 straight draw controls for the Lions. So Tornadoes, every possession becoming that much more critical as the time ticks down here in the 4th period. 9:10 to play. Here's Bilderback. Up ahead to Spratlin, who scored the last goal. Here's Welch. Some quick offense there. And some quick reflexes from McLaughlin to come up with that and intercept all that. McLaughlin plays it back to Hutto. Back to McLaughlin. Piedmont exerting some pressure up front here. We'll see which direction McLaughlin goes with it. Elise Moore back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin out of her goal mouth quite a few yards here. And meanwhile, a timeout on the field. So with 8:25 to play here, period number 4, your score, Lions 12, Tornadoes 9. Back here at Islamel Family Field, Piedmont 12, Brevard 9, and Tornadoes with possession on their defensive back line, so a whole field in front of them. And Piedmont applying some pressure from their attackers. And here come the NATOs. Paige Kneibler doing it herself, covering a lot of ground quickly. That's one way to get the ball forward. And meanwhile, here's Hill. Parker Moore. Kneibler. Denega. Here's Moore. The finish by Parker Moore. And Parker Moore with her 4th goal, and the Tornadoes cut the deficit back to 2 once again.
Tornadoes go!
Coming out of the timeout, using Kneibler to move the ball forward, and then the finish from Moore. Big time finish there. Moore now with 66 goals on the season. And those career numbers just continue to go up the charts. Now 112 career goals. Parker Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, 7:49 to play, period number 4. Draw control opportunity here. And this one will go to the Lions. Each team has scored 2 goals here in this 4th period. Here comes Piedmont the other way. Welch. And then a quick goal there. The finish by Tranika. Credit the assist to Welch. And that was a quick response by Piedmont after winning the draw control. And Tranika
Lions go. Number 5, Tranika.
able to get the finish there, and that was some quick work. Credit the assist to Welch. 19 seconds between the 2 goals as Tranika gets the finish. Sophomore out of Johns Creek, Georgia. So lead back to 3 for the Lions. Seems to be the trend. The Tornadoes cut it to 2, perhaps even cut it to 1, and then Lions stretch it back to 3, and that's the case yet again. Meanwhile, draw control here. It'll be Tornadoes' ball as Blanton hands it off to Hill. Denega. Kneibler. Denega. Denega is shoved by a Lion, and she's going to get a free position shot opportunity here. So Denega has capitalized on several of these today. She leads all scorers with 5. And another opportunity here against the goalkeeper, Rachel Werner. And the finish by Denega. Once again, Emily Denega, folks. 13 goals now in the last 2 games and 6 goals here.
Tornadoes goal! Tornadoes goal, number 11, Emily Denega.
That pumps up the gallery here at Islamel Family Field. Tornadoes once again cutting it to 2. Draw controls critical part of the equation. Piedmont with a 15-12 advantage there as Welch and this time Zan Hill will battle. And taken away by the Lions. Welch. Bumpus. Tranika. Loose ball here. Opportunity. That's taken advantage of by the Lions, so the Lions continue with their possession. And a whistle here. It'll be a free position shot for the Lions, so Lex McLaughlin will have to square up against Clara Welch. McLaughlin gets the stop. Nicely done there. Welch took it all the way down to within just a yard or 2 of McLaughlin, but the stop by McLaughlin. Now Tornadoes trailing by 2, 5:45 to play. Here's Hutto. Scooped up by Parker Moore. Moore attracting a lot of attention. Moore able to beat 2 defenders. Plays it forward, was looking for Hill. Blanton now picks it up. Now taken away, though, by Knowles of the Lions. 5:15 to play, period number 4. Tranika. Welch. And it'll be a free position shot opportunity here for the Lions. 4:59 to play. Bumpus with the opportunity. McLaughlin in goal. She has 18 saves. That's a career high. But the finish there by Bumpus. As the Lions back up by 3, 14-11. Ashton Cashwell checking in for the NATOs. Well, folks, make sure you tune in tomorrow night as the festivities will start at roughly 8 o'clock. The BESPYs Awards, the annual awards event celebrating all things Brevard College Tornado Athletics. All sorts of awards will be handed out to Brevard College student athletes. And we'll be bringing you that action from the Boschmer Gymnasium on this YouTube channel tomorrow at 8 p.m. Be sure to tune in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell to receive all the notifications when the Tornadoes go live, and make it easy for you to follow all the Tornado action. Men's and women's lacrosse will be back in action on Saturday. We'll bring you that. It'll include senior day ceremonies from both teams as the two teams take on Southern Virginia. Men at noon, women at 3. The women's ceremony will happen pretty much just minutes after the conclusion of the men's game. And then the women's lacrosse game is scheduled for a 3 p.m. start here at Islamel Family Field. Also next week, Thursday and Friday, some all-day action over the Frank Pratt Patton track, which is right next to us here, as Tornadoes host the USA South Conference Track and Field Championships. First time in school history as the host of that event. as Parker Moore trying to make things happen there for the Tornadoes. 4 minutes to play. Tornado baseball and softball coming down the home stretch as well, along with men's and women's tennis. All sorts of postseason opportunities for these spring sports. Stay tuned to bctornadoes.com. Follow the Tornadoes on social media for all of that. Meanwhile, shot here and the finish by Parker Moore. So Parker Moore takes advantage of that free position shot opportunity. And the 12th goal of the game for the Tornadoes by way of Parker Moore. So Moore with 5 goals, Denega with 6. So 2 players on the Tornadoes with 11 of the 12 goals for Brevard. And Parker Moore continues to increase her numbers, leading goal scorer in the USA South Conference. Moore now with 5 goals on the day. She also scored 7 against William Peace, so 12 in the last 2 games for Moore. And if you recall, she set a school record with 11 goals against Warren Wilson earlier this season. Her 8th game this year with 5 or more goals. Meanwhile, a player being sent off here, it's Emily Denega, so she'll go to the penalty box. And a player up opportunity here for the Lions. 3:50 to play here, period number 4. Lions atop by 2. Tornadoes still in this, just haven't been able to get over the hump. Continue to shave it down to 2, at times 1 goal deficit. But the Lions seem to always have a knack for answering back. Tornadoes need a stop defensively here. And a whistle. And it'll be a free position shot here for Lavette Cholo. Cholo. Crowd not happy about that officiating decision. Meanwhile, Cholo up ahead to Spratlin. Taken away by the Tornadoes. There's the stop the Tornadoes needed. Now they need to maintain possession. A lot of pressure there on Parker Moore. She turns the corner, plays it up ahead. Was looking for Knibler, but off the stick of Knibler, out of bounds. There's looks like a golden retriever on the other side of the fence there. Excited to see that loose ball. Meanwhile, back to action here. As Zan Hill is going to be sent off. So now the Tornadoes will be 2 players down. And not an ideal time to be playing at a disadvantage with just 3:01 to play here, period number 4. We have a timeout on the field with your score, Lions 14, Tornadoes 12. 3:01 to play here, period number 4. 2 players in the penalty box at the moment for the Tornadoes. So Piedmont with a 2-player advantage. We're in the final 3 minutes of this one. Lions 14, Tornadoes 12. Tornadoes really have to buckle down here. Meanwhile, the Lions may be content burning some clock. They haven't taken that approach yet. But a fresh shot clock and opportunity to burn the clock down if that's the direction they decide to go with. They have been a fast-working offensive club for the most part today, but this is the most methodical we've seen them, and it's probably simply to stall, to burn clock. Similar to what you might see in basketball, the 4 corners offense. Using multiple players here, but taken away there by the Tornadoes. Paige Knibler, Savannah Colliver knocked that away. Knibler picked it up, but then taken back away. Great play there, but then right back. Lindley Ward took it away from Knibler. Knibler got it back, and then a whistle. And it's going to be Piedmont ball. Knibler did everything in her power to keep that going for the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, 1:50 to play here. Denega's penalty has been extinguished. She's back on the field. Meanwhile, saved there by McLaughlin. Career high 19 saves for the sophomore. 1:36 to play. Time running down for the Tornadoes. Down by 2 goals. Still down a player as well as Zan Hill continues to sit in the penalty box. Meanwhile, here come the Nados the other way. Blanton up ahead. Blanton. Here's Moore. Down to minute 15 to play. Moore. Shoved to the ground. And Moore up ahead. Here's Autumn Kramer. Kramer. Moore. Savannah Colliver. Colliver up ahead. Whistle there, and Denega's going to have a free position shot opportunity. That's what the doctor ordered. 43 seconds to play. Clock stops. Big opportunity here for the Tornadoes. And Denega does it again. With 41.4 to play, Emily Denega once again delivers. Emily Denega now with 7 goals and a timeout on the field with 41.4 to play, period number 4. Your score, Lions 14, Tornadoes 13. Lions 14, Tornadoes 13. High drama here at Lamel Family Field after that goal by Emily Denega. What a ball game she is having. And this draw control will be critical as Parker Moore squares up for the Tornadoes. If there's one time for the draw dogs to come through, it's right here. Denega with 7 goals, matching her total last game versus William Peace. And that's picked up by Piedmont. That's a big draw control win by the Lions. Down to the final 30 seconds. Shot clock's off. Lions, if they can hold possession, can bleed out this game. 20 seconds to play. Now down to 12. And clock stops with 1.8 seconds, and that's going to be a penalty on Elise Moore of the Tornadoes. She's sent off. And Piedmont, if they wish, can take one final shot here, but it's all academic at this point as Lions are able to win the contest. This was a big one as the Lions, in a 1-goal game, able to take the 14-13 win and move up the standings to tie Southern Virginia in the second place position in the USA South Conference women's lacrosse standings. What a ball game we had here as the Tornadoes absolutely battled with Piedmont. Tornadoes actually outscored the Lions 9-6 in the second half. Well, the Tornadoes, a lot to feel good about despite the final result. What a ball game here at Lamel Family Field we were able to witness. Lex McLaughlin with a career-high 19 saves was sensational in goal. Lions fired off 35 shots, and McLaughlin with 19 saves. What an effort there. Emily Denega with 7 goals. She scored now 14 in her last 2 games. Parker Moore with 5 goals. Denega also had 2 assists. Grace Blanton with a goal as well. Zan Hill with an assist. Piedmont was led by Maggie Spratlin with 4 goals. Bumpus had 3 to go along with an assist. Tranika 2, Smith 2, Welch 1 goal and 2 assists. Cholo had a goal. Ward had a goal and an assist. And an assist for Moreland as well. Allie Reese had 4 assists to lead all players. Tornadoes capitalized on a bunch of free position shots, scored on 8 of 11 attempts in that category. Draw controls ended up going the way of Piedmont, 18-13 in that category. And especially late, they were able to earn a lot of those draw control wins. Piedmont also won in the turnover category as Tornadoes turned it over 23 times, Piedmont 15 times. Tornadoes won in the ground ball category 21-19. And the Tornadoes will regroup as their 7-game win streak is snapped in a tight one here at Lamel Family Field. Piedmont with the 14-13 victory. Well, next up for the Tornadoes, Saturday will be Senior Day as Tornadoes will host Southern Virginia. It's a 3 p.m. start, but make sure you tune in early because the Senior Day ceremony will happen a few minutes after the men's game concludes. The men's game starts at noon here at Islamel Family Field. And then the Tornadoes will have their season finale on the road way out east at Methodist in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's on Saturday, April 29th. And then the USA South Conference Tournament, which the NATOs will be a part of, that'll begin on May the 2nd. Best Bees Awards tomorrow night, 8 p.m. showtime. We'd love for you to tune into that here on this YouTube channel. And we'll be back here at Islamel Family Field for the men's and women's lacrosse double header on Saturday. Well, for Scott Douglas, Melody Ferguson, Pietro Moratelli, Joseph Marvin, appreciate the work also from the coaching staffs of the men's lacrosse and football programs. And for all of us at Brevard College Tornado Athletics who helped make this broadcast possible, I want to thank you for tuning in. Your final score for the final time, Piedmont 14, Brevard 13. Go Tornadoes.